Potential winner of the World Championship, but all of a sudden I think we have to rethink that now. He's been superb in every department.
Exactly, and what I think he's done so impressively is when he's had a big shot, he's potted it, and he's potted all the easy balls.
Thank you very much, Stephen and Steve. Come and keep me company in the studio. Well, a penny for these two thoughts at the moment. A big night for both of them. How are the nerves, I wonder? Jack Jones needs just 4 frames now to make it to his first ever final. As for Stuart Bingham, it's 9 years to the day since he won the World Championship here. Well, let's not keep them any longer. Let's get them out, shall we, to do the honours. As ever, please welcome our MC, Rob Walker.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go then. One last session of live action ahead of tomorrow's Kazoo World Snooker Championship final. Time to find out who's joining Kyron Wilson for our sport's ultimate match. Tonight, for one of the two players waiting backstage, the Crucible Theatre is about to become the arena of sporting dreams. It's showtime once again in Sheffield. Please welcome a young player whose composure has been phenomenal for a fortnight. After 5 frames in a row from 9-8 down, he's 4 away from the ultimate match, bidding to become only the 9th qualifier and the 6th Welshman to contest a world final. Always calm, always composed. Here comes the silent assassin, Jack Jones. And his opponent, what a century with which to finish the session at lunchtime. This break-building giant is back to his best and bidding to become a multiple world finalist. Champion 9 years ago today. Raise the roof. Here he comes. The pride of Essex, Stuart Ball Run Bingham.
Well, you might need some coffee for this. We've had some long sessions so far, but these two will keep us entertained, I'm sure. Dennis Taylor and Ken Doherty. Evening, both.
Good evening, Catherine. Good evening, everyone. And the Crucible Theatre is bouncing this evening after those introductions. Everybody's up for this final session.
Thank you. The phone's away now,
Stuart
please.
Bingham with a big smile on his face, even though he trails by 3 frames. He's going to get the first frame underway. And the way he started this semi-final, Kenny, the first 2 frames he had breaks of 76 and 94, and he started the second session with breaks of 79 and 107. He's got to do it this evening because he's up against a very, very good player.
Yes, without shadow of a doubt, Dennis needs a fast start. This young man, Jack Jones, well, composure personified throughout this championship.
Can he hold his nerve? He's done so well, Jack. I've been so impressed with his game. Big fan of his. He's won at least 7 or 8 frames with 1 visit. He hasn't made a century break, but Jack has made lots of frame-winning breaks.
Yeah, and any time he's been questioned by Stuart Bingham, he's certainly come up with all the answers. You're waiting for the Crucible nerves to kick in, but so far there's no nerves at all. Almost unflappable throughout this semi-final.
That's the story of the semi-final so far. be in behind the brown. Oh, it's quick. It's just ran out. It was very interesting to have Neil Robertson here, the former world champion. He reckons that Jack Jones is in the top 5 tactical safety players of all time. That's a big statement coming from Neil, who knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'd have to concur with him. I think he's, very astute tactically. I think he knows his way well around the table, the angles, but also he plays a lot of clever shots. His safety has been impeccable. The pot success is shorter than Stuart Bingham's, but his safety and his astuteness has been top quality. I think that's what Stuart Bingham has found it hard to deal
Touching
with.
ball to threat.
He's found it hard to deal with these safety battles. And his long potting hasn't been good, Stuart Bingham's, but I think he's just found it hard to break his opponent down, just like Judd Trump did in the quarterfinals.
When we're talking about tactical players, there's 3 world champions from the same neck of the woods, South Wales. That was Ray Reardon, Terry Griffiths, Mark Williams, and 3 of the best tactical players the game's ever seen also. So he's in pretty good company.
Yeah, and they've always had a great tradition in Wales, being great tacticians as well as great break builders and all-round snooker players, but tactically always been, the Welsh players have always been very tactically aware, and he is certainly one of them, Jack Jones. But it's a nice little rub where the cue ball is finished.
Hampered with the brown there, and
Foul and a miss. Jack Jones, 4.
Jack will have this put back because it was awkward striking. Because he's got to catch the red on the thin side. I think he's spot on more or less there.
Is that fine? Jack? Back here.
It's very sporting of Stuart Bingham. He's actually making it more awkward for himself there by telling the referee. I think it's a little bit more, because he was bridging over the brown, whereas now he can cue to the side of it. I think it's something that we're very proud of in the game, Dennis. Even though the referee, the player will always admit that even to make it harder for himself, he will admit that it's not completely right. Yeah, a little bit more. There you see it, because he was bridging over the brown initially, wasn't he? Fair play to Stuart Bingham there. Great piece of sportsmanship, something we're very, very proud of in our game.
Well done this time. Could have done without catching the green. That's now a good target, the green and brown. And there's a safety shot on it. Got to be careful he doesn't push one over the corner pocket for Stuart. There's always a gap. This is the biggest night of his professional career, trying to get through to the final of the World Championship. Well, there you have the wonderful Crucible Theatre. I mean, even the people at the back have got a perfect view. Just under 1,000 people it holds, but everybody is right in on the action. Great to have big crowds, but if we go back to the conference centre where they used to play the Masters, a lot of people were a long way from the action. That held 2,700 people.
Yeah, there's no place like it. I mean, the proximity of the people to the players creates that intensity, tension, atmosphere. Such a wonderful place.
This time the red has gone over the pocket. But where's the colour coming from? The black won't go into the right corner. The white's going to cannon into the other red. He'll be relying on a little bit of good fortune here. He might have to play it a little thinner. How does he get out onto the pink here? He's done well. He's done very well with that. He's on the ground. Difficult to control that cue ball when he was cannoning the other red.
Yeah, as long as he didn't hit the back of the second red, he was okay. But he's done well, as you said. Plenty of power. Now, one of these reds, maybe just one below the pink or to the right of the pink. Yeah, the one just below the pink he was playing for. Slightly overrun.
5.
Yeah, just looking at the angle he has on that red that Ken mentioned. If he takes the pot on, he could finish on the green, believe it or not, because it's so thin you can't really hold it, but the green is available if he goes twice across, although he's playing it with bottom. Take a bit of holding this. Needs
6.
a big bounce. The yellow straight, it's awkward. He'd have loved to have bounced another 4 or 5 inches. The green would have been ideal. Well, we know that Stuart's got so much cue power, he's going to have to call on it all here to screw back and get up to the reds. Watch the white spin. Not a bad effort there.
8.
Pretty good with the rest. 18 from 18, 100% record already. Needs a good one here. Maybe going into the pack of reds, trying to hold for the pink, maybe back up for the blue. Oh, as he hit it, needs to slow down. Oh, that's unlucky. That is unlucky.
9.
Such a
Touching
difficult
ball, please
pot
declare.
when you're going into reds.
Blue ball.
Hoping to get a fuller contact on the reds beneath the pink.
And you could hear the referee asking Stuart to nominate because it's touching the blue. That's the one scenario where you've got to nominate your colour. And immediately he said blue. Because it's touching the blue, it's not easy to get twice across the table. If he's just going to nudge this, it's a delicate little one to leave it awkward.
Stuart Bingham 9.
And what he had to be careful of there, if the blue hadn't moved a fraction, it was a foul. It would have been a push shot. Whichever shot he decides on, well, he's put the spider away because it was going to be very awkward. Well, he's got the rest out. Is he going to just try and nestle on this red to the right? Black seems to be in the way of doing that. Yeah, you see, he'd like to do that, but the black, I think, is in the way.
Foul.
Oh, he's fouled it.
Stuart Bingham 5.
But let's have a look. He must have just touched the blue there. Yeah, yeah.
It was spotted by the referee. It doesn't really make any difference. It hasn't left the pot on. Can't call a miss. But it gives a chance. Stuart, hide this cue ball right behind the green here. It's a good line. Make a good shot.
Well, he's letting the referee have a look. It must be tight as to whether he can get past that. Oh, there's not much of the red sticking out there. Well, this will take some cueing just to flick the red.
Foul in the
Well, I
miss.
think he'd be able to...
Stuart Bingham.
This could be a free ball, Dennis.
oh, if it's a free ball.
If this goes close to the yellow, it could be a free ball. I think it is. And he's on the green. All three players. Two players. The referee. Anybody else?
We've seen that shot a few times in the Crucible.
Anybody else want to have a look? Let's have a look down the line. It's very close. I'll tell you what, this is a big decision, Dennis, because look at the green.
He's going
Put it back here. You sure? Thank you.
Ooh. Well, he didn't even give the referee a chance to make that decision. He said, put it back. It was a strange one. Why not let him wait and make a decision?
Well, Stuart had a look, and I can only think that Stuart thought, I don't think it's a free ball. And he didn't even ask the referee to place the brown there. So that was, once again, great sportsmanship, not taking an advantage there.
Let's have a look for it, please, Jack.
But how do you get this back in the identical position? Because we knew when we looked right down the line of it, there was very little. Although we missed the blue by quite a way.
Hold on, it might be a free ball this time, is it?
Foul in the miss.
Wait until it stops.
Stuart Bingham 4. Yeah.
Well, Dennis, I don't understand that. Why not let the referee make a decision? That is very strange, because it would have been a big advantage to Stuart Bingham there.
You see that shot there, that brings me right back. Early days of the Crucible, Len Ganley, the great referee, Doug Mountjoy, another Welsh player, and myself, the three of us were just like that. And they kept showing that for a good few years. It was quite funny.
Say this again, please. Well, we can check. Yeah, whether there's a difference. Please, Rob.
Because he can't see another ball, he can have as many goes at this as he wishes.
Fraction towards me, Mars.
Rob Spencer there directing
A tiny bit more.
things from the
It's more about left or right.
box there
No,
with the
to-
monitor.
Yeah.
Directly towards me.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks good now on the screen.
Okay.
Well, there you see down the line.
Yeah.
It's a very small margin and a small target to hit. This time.
I don't know if he can hit that red and find the gap to get back down the table. It's all very tight at the moment.
I think that's a good line, Dennis. It is a little bit congested there, but I think there is a pathway through those reds. Can Stuart spot it? What else is he looking at? He's got to be careful. If he comes down the right-hand side of the table, that red that's close to the right side cushion is in his way. Oh, he's just missed it, but he's brought the red up. I think he's left this red. I think he's left it.
The red's available up into the corner pocket, but the yellow's just a bit of a distraction for his cueing. Look how close he's having to cue to the yellow. If he bridges over the yellow, I don't fancy the pot. In fact, he's going to play it. If he bridges over the yellow, he was thinking of taking it to the middle pocket. Now he's back cueing to take it into the corner, but look how close he is to the yellow. Wasn't easy. Some very tough tactical play going on at the moment. We've still got 12 reds on the table. And the frame's been, well, coming up to 22 minutes. That's another fine safety shot.
I tell you, he's so good at that particular shot. Just hitting the outside edge with the reds, getting it back to balk. He's in a lot of trouble there. Well, he's made a great escape once again, and once again put his opponent Stuart Bingham in a precarious position here. Hard to get this safe and back to balk.
There's just sometimes you can stand there and you just can't see a shot to play. Wherever you look, there's balls in the way of the safety shot. Don't blame him for taking quite a bit of time over this, because he is trapped, Ken.
He certainly is, and there's no escape down the left-hand side of the table because that pink is blocking that pathway. Just a containing shot here, maybe. Well, he's had a go at it. Have a look at this for a shot. Well, what cue power. Playing the pot, but he knew at that pace the possibilities of the red going in, but his priority was getting that cue ball back to balk. Wow, this is some shot, Dennis. You need a lot of cue power, but there's
not that many players in the game could have pulled that shot off. The first time I ever seen an escape like that when you're in trouble was Bill Werbenick, the Canadian, who used to screw the ball from the near enough that area there right back into the balk area and wobble the object ball in the pocket. It was a wonderful display of how to pull that shot off there.
There is a possible pot here for Jack Jones. The red just directly above the black spot, and there is a pathway off the top cushion, side cushion, back to balk. Oh, it's close. But he's hit the black. That's a mistake. So first one to blink is the Welshman, Stuart. Chance to score.
One.
Just looking at the reds there, he might just concentrate on the pink for the time being. He'd love to get the black back up on the spot, but
7.
if he can keep taking reds and pinks, he'll be quite happy with that.
He's 19 out of 19 for rests. Pot success, 100% record. You don't often see that. Another good one. He's safely topside of the blue.
8.
Nice angle, get back down towards these reds just beneath the pink.
Just looking at those reds, and Stuart's just had a look at them. There's a few of them blocking each other into both corner pockets at the moment. Which one has he dropped on here? The one closest to the cue ball. Yeah, it will go.
Yeah, not on it the way he would have liked. Didn't cue that last shot very well. Maybe possibility that he could play for black here, black or blue. I'd love to get the black on the spot eventually, but maybe a chance here. Digging down into the cue ball. Lovely.
14.
Now is he on the black? Just overran it slightly. Play for the black. Tables is so fast. Very, very slick. You've got to be so precise, not only with the pot, but also the position as well. It's okay. We'll take the yellow. But you're right, he has to be pretty precise here with the cue ball. Not like the reds are all open anywhere over this right hand side. And he's played this nicely.
16.
Yeah, good shot. Might be a chance here, Dennis. Could play for black. It'd be more beneficial for him, wouldn't it, if he could get the black back on its spot. He's had a look at the pink into the right corner, but black or blue.
The pink obviously pots, so he'll just concentrate on the pink because he's got the reds much better now that he's potted 2 of them. It's cleared the other 4 there. He's already 41 in front, so he can win this frame with just staying on the pink.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. He doesn't need any of those reds that are over the left-hand side of the table. Just concentrate on these 4 reds, 4 pinks. Just a bit more work to do. That's the only problem with just the pink. He's coming a little bit straight here now. Could hold a spot. We could just drop the pink in and play for one of these reds into the left corner pocket.
$30.
He's gone a bit too far for the pink this time, but he'll have to take the long blue now. Just makes things slightly more difficult. Had he have stopped about 12 inches short, pink would have been so easy to get onto the 2 reds there. Should be okay, but you want to keep it as simple as possible for yourself. Would you believe it?
Yeah, seen it. Seen it.
I don't know what
Bingham,
happened there.
31.
But he might have got away with this.
Sit still when you're on the island of the player.
Was it something that distracted him? It might have been just a little bit of movement in his eye line, which put him off. But he hasn't left anything, so a bit of bad luck that somebody moved in his line of sight, and a bit of good luck that he's covered everything.
Well, as he left this red into the bottom right corner pocket, wasn't expecting a full ball contact on that yellow. Sure, his long pot success is now down below 40%. Hasn't been knocking a good lot of these in. Needs to start. No, once again. And he's going to leave it this time. This long ball game, which is normally so high percentage-wise, has really been very, very short. Found wanting so far in this semi-final.
Now he's just got to sit there and hope that Jack Jones doesn't capitalise on that, because this is a huge frame. They're all big frames, but to go into a 14-10 lead would take a bit of pegging back. So we've got 2 easy reds and 3 difficult ones.
Yeah, I think go back to a few shots ago when he could have a couple of times got on the black, got the black on the spot. Would have made his life so much more easier. I think a more confident Stuart Bingham may have done that, because he's such a wonderful break builder. Oh, wow. Trying to develop
Jack Jones, 1.
those 2 reds that were close together, and well, the middle pockets don't take it at that speed if you're not right in the middle of them, and he wasn't.
I think he went a bit too soon to move those. He had a couple of reds to play on before he needed to develop them. Well, has he got away with this, Ken?
I think he has, Dennis. I don't think he's on this red, because otherwise he'd be down playing it.
Well, that was some result that Jack Jones had there if he's got away with this. It's very tight. He's looking at it, but... Oh, that's very tight. I don't think he can... He would have to play that with quite a bit of side.
No,
it's not on. It's not on.
What a shot he's played there. We talked about these pockets and how tight they were. Have a look at this for a shot. You get that, well, 1 in 50 maybe. He's a little bit unlucky. He's not on the pink, isn't he?
He got one this morning. Do you remember he needed a snooker, and he potted the black right along the cushion like that to give himself a chance of the snookers. But very unlucky, as you say, where he's finished.
He's got a good lead, 49 points, 59 of course on the table. He's got to try and get something safe here. Have a little bit of insurance. But he doesn't want to leave a long pot. He's got to try and get cover and get a colour save at the same time.
Stuart Bingham, 1.
Well, that's pretty good. Very, very good.
Following the miss. Stuart Bingham, 4.
Now he just needs one more red to Stuart, but he doesn't want to risk a tricky pot, quite rightly having him replaced.
Stuart, thanks.
Has he got it safe? Not quite. So just this one red needed to leave Jack Jones requiring snookers. He's just checking the scoreboard. He's 50 4 in front. If he pots the red, there'll only be possible 51 remaining. In fact, he's 53 in front. But that was the red that he needed. Won't be far off 40 minutes for this opening frame.
8.
But it was a great frame for Stuart Bingham to win.
9.
He'd lost 5 frames in a row, and he won the last frame of the session with a century break.
16.
And he started off winning this opening frame of this session.
17. Thanks.
Yeah, I think he would have loved to won the frame a lot earlier when he had the chance, but he needed a good start tonight. Stuart Bingham. And he'd be delighted to get this first frame under his belt and close the gap to just 2.
24.
Doesn't matter about that.
24 in the frame.
He did what he set out to do. He's taken the first frame, and now he's just 2 behind. Game on.
I tend to think we were having an argument about whether, because obviously the 4 players in the semi-final is not what we expected. And would you expect the top players to have coped better with tighter pockets rather than the players we've got here are ranked lower? It's a very interesting conundrum. But the pot success rates are well down.
I've got a feeling we're going to come back to this. But we're going to back to Dennis and Ken now.
Jack Jones to break.
Yeah, we were having a little discussion, weren't we, upstairs in the lounge, Dennis, about the pockets and the pot success and also the centuries this year have been way down. That has to have a bearing on the pockets, no doubt about it. But Stuart, absolutely delighted to get that first frame, a very elongated frame as it was, but he won it. That's what he would have loved to have done. And as the boys were saying in the studio, Dennis, I mean, you're sort of waiting for this young man, Jack Jones, to feel some sort of pressure. He hasn't so far. As it gets closer to the line, will he feel the crucible nerves and the possibility of playing in his first world final? He's coped with it well so far. This man has been there, done it, lifted that trophy. Will the experience tell? These are all the little questions and little subplots to this wonderful story.
Well, just going back to centuries made, there was 90 centuries last year in the World Championship. There's been 58 centuries this year, so quite a difference. We're going to have a look at the centuries made this year. Look at Dave Gilbert with 10. Stuart Bingham 6, Stephen Maguire 4, Ronnie O'Sullivan 4, and our finalist Karen Wilson with 4.
Well, he's shaping up, taking on this red, screwing back for You'd expect blue. Another long pot though. But this time, much better. Excellent shot. And that'll make him feel good. Beautiful pot.
But what he did that time, Ken, he didn't force that. He's been hitting some of them a little bit too hard, but that he stroked it beautifully.
Yeah, it's been interesting, Dennis, that left-hand corner pocket. He's been more successful with his longer pots. It's the right-hand corner pocket that he seems to struggle with. Maybe. It could be something to do with, you know, he just favours that side, and whatever about how he focuses on the ball, he just sees it better down the left-hand side than the right-hand side. Some players have a favourite side, don't they, as well? Definitely. Now, is he on the intended red? This red into the bottom right corner pocket. Is there enough room?
Seven.
See, all those 8 reds. Look at that picture. They're all blocking each other into this pocket. And most of them are blocking each other into the other corner pocket. Just the one that's closest to the pink's available, and the one to the left of the pink. Oh, he's caught the jaw of the middle pocket, and that's put him out of position.
12.
Oh, well, he got a kick. That white jumped, and that's what's caused the white to go near the pocket there and ruined his position. Bit unlucky. You'd definitely seen the white jump there, and that affected the path of the cue ball there.
Yeah, a bit surprised he hasn't got the cue ball clean, but you could clearly see how the cue ball had left the table, widened the angle. So maybe just a safety shot now. He's not taking this red on. Oh, well, I'd be disappointed with that.
12. I'm not sure where it comes from, but you've got to stop with the rappers, please. We can hear it down here. Thank you.
He's come around to have a look. Stuart walks away, almost doubled that red, but Jack's come around to have a look to see if he can get onto the pink. He's got a slight angle on this, and every chance he could possibly get onto the pink. There's one red that could potentially snooker him, the one that he was queuing up to there. So very important opening pot this.
One.
Is he on the pink? I think he is. It's tight. He's not on it. I was looking at his body language. I don't think he can see enough of it.
Oh, I'm just looking down the line. Dennis, looks very, very tight. You'd have to swerve it slightly. A little bit of left-hand side. Bit risky. Very risky.
Yellow ball.
Yeah, I think quite rightly he's not attempting that little swerve shot.
Jack Jones, 1.
Another one of those situations for Stuart where there's no easy return to the safety area. That's why he's going to come twice across the table and land on the one near the cushion. This needs good judgment. It's a pretty good effort. Has he hit it hard enough? He's got the line. He's going to come up a bit short.
Foul in the miss.
But look how
Jack
close he had to go to the blue to get this shot.
Yep.
So he's got to just, he'd got the right line, but he's got to hit it a little bit harder because he was so close to the blue.
Stuart. No problem. Can you see chalk marked it? I can't. No. Yeah.
This is a better pace. This is a wonderful escape.
Now look at that for a beautiful view from the back of this wonderful Crucible Theatre. So many memories and images down the years. Dennis, you've been a big part of it. Doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, it's wonderful to come here and play in the Crucible Theatre, but it's second best. It's second best to come and sit and commentate on some of these fantastic matches, and there have been some unbelievable matches down the years here.
Yeah, once again, it's another protracted frame. Stuart can't impose himself the way he'd like to on this match. Jack Jones, such a wonderful tactician, dictating the way the games are played, and sometimes it's hard to sometimes be ultra aggressive, that you don't want to leave your opponent in too easily, but you've got to try and impose yourself to the best way that you play. I know he's looking at a very tricky plant, this 3-ball plant.
I think he can hit the middle red and squeeze this one in. It's not in line, but he could squeeze it. And he has. He has. Is he on the blue? He's on the blue. The pink Bricks over the pocket. Wow, Christopher Proud have erupted. Big smile from Stuart. Had a good run of the ball, but a very brave shot.
And that's the way to impose yourself. You play shots like that. And he's got the wonderful and deserved result. Look at that, the way it's missed all those reds. Incredible shot.
Big smile from Stuart. His nickname is Ball Run Bingham. Got a little bit of run there, but he's not got to take advantage. Pink back on the spot will help because of the black where it is. Blues in the open. He's opened all those reds up. Good chance.
Well,
13.
He could have had a look at that plan, Jack. He didn't see it when he played that containing safety shot. That was a mistake. Oh, wow. What a miss.
Stuart Bingham.
The previous shot, the pink that he played, he didn't get close enough to the red, but you shouldn't have missed that red. What a miss.
No, that was what we call a twitch, and he knows it. He didn't deliver the cue in a straight line there. He can't believe it. How important is that miss going to be?
Jack Jones wins the frame from this visit. It could prove a pivotal turning point. The reds open beautifully. Just that pink that he played into the green pocket, he could have played it so much more firmer, got the cue ball closer to the reds.
Yeah, I thought you played a bit of a screw, didn't
Still expected him to pot the red, but he knows probably in his own mind that he should have been closer, it should have been easier. Now there's this pink pot, or there's a place on its own spot.
It must be very tight. Referee Marcel Egghardt taking quite a bit of time and not enough room, which is much better from Jack's point of view. The pink on the black spot.
Eight.
And those three reds just close together. They're all available, as is two other ones near the pink spot.
$13.
Now, if the pink goes into the right corner, I'd prefer the red into the left corner here. Get it away from the pink spot area. Yeah, he's put the rest away. I think this is a much better choice here, this one.
$14. $20. $21.
I've put 3 circles in, believe it or not. He can leave all 3 reds on if he can get into either of those. So he's got a multiple choice here of positional shots.
A little grimace from Jack Jones because he's going into another red here. Doesn't want to knock it towards the cushion. He's got to keep it in play. He's knocked it towards the cushion, and that's not going to help his cause. That's a mistake. He's going to need that red. And Stuart Bingham would be delighted that red has gone close to that right-hand side cushion.
And that's finished a little awkward. It was his very first shot. He didn't get on the red that he
34.
intended. Well, he got on the red he intended, but he didn't get it where he wanted the cue ball. That's why he had to cannon the other red. This is one of those delicate little ones. Safely in.
He's got a wonderful touch. Cues the ball so nicely. Doesn't hit the ball very hard, just almost caresses the cue ball around the table. A little bit straighter on this pink than he would have liked. He's got a screw back. He's looking at playing it with topspin. He's just screwed back the cue ball for the red that's closest to the cue ball right now. Slightly overscrewed, but still okay.
41.
I swear it's going to get tricky after this red, pink. He's going to possibly develop a red and get right behind one of these reds that are close to the cushions. 21 points, so it's going to need at least 3 of these reds with colours.
Oh. 42.
Oh, has he finished dead straight? Has he got a slight angle to stun in between the black and the red? He's now looking at the blue. Blue might be the better one because he can try and move that red near the right side cushion. If he misses it, possibility of leaving the one along the top cushion, the one to the left of the black, but it's far from easy whichever way he goes here. I think the fact that the green's off its spot, the blue might be the best way.
Bramble.
In fact, he's not even bothering. He's going to put the brown safe. Interesting choice.
Jack Jones. 42.
What is it? 22 in front.
Well, not quite sure about that shot. I think the 5 points would have made more sense. But maybe it might have been a good choice because he's forced a mistake.
But he's still got the 2 safe reds. Bit of a nervy one there from Jack. Has he got away with it? Has the pink come to his rescue? I think it has. Very fortunate there. And, well, no wonder Stuart's standing there smiling. Jack can't believe he missed that pot, but what a result he's had. He's got to just play off the cushion and move this red.
this runs, it could be a really good shot. Ooh, almost.
He's got to be careful here, has Stuart. Because if he sends the red across the table, he could cannon into the one that's on the cushion. Normally would play that escape. He's played it well. He was a fraction away from going in behind the green. He's talking away to himself, and Jack will have a go at cutting this red in. It's a free shot. Oh, it's a beauty.
One.
Yeah, I'd be delighted. Extra red down.
Green
And
ball.
another colour on the left-hand side cushion, I'm sure, for even extra insurance.
Jack Jones. One.
Turning the screw here on Stuart Bingham.
Quite an easy safety shot for Jack here. The fact that Stuart come up a bit short. He can send the red across and white back up the table here. And if the blue covers this red, Stuart's got a problem.
Once again, though, Dennis, a wonderful safety shot. Great land with the cue ball tight to that ball cushion. Can see this red, but doesn't want to play it. That's why he's playing off this top cushion.
He needs to knock this safe. It's not bad. He's 23 in front, so he needs red, color red.
Yeah, I think if he knocks the red up into the ball carrier, if you can try and leave the cue ball somewhere where the red is now, at least he'd be blocking that red that's close to the green pocket. Oh, he needs this red to go, because otherwise he's left a possible pot on, and Stuart will definitely be taking this red on. That was a poor shot.
Missed quite a few long pots this semi-final. He could do with one here. No, where's the red going to finish? It's going to be safe. He's got away with it. Where's the white going to finish? Needs to pull up. It's safe. Not a bad result, considering he took the pot on there.
Yeah, but these missed long pots are going to unnerve Stuart Bingham. He needs to start knocking them in if he's going to make any inroads a big part of his game. Long ball, scoring. Just been well down. 38%, long pot success.
Just over 29 minutes for this second frame. First frame was just under 39 minutes. Been a lot of safety and tactical play in the two opening frames this evening. I think he's okay. He would have been a bit anxious as the white come back up the table, but well away from the pocket. This will cut in. The white's going to be flying around the table. If he just plays a plain ball, he's got to be careful of the left middle pocket, because it might just go past the yellow, but it's a thin stick, this.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, will he try and bring the green into play? Might be a natural angle into the green pocket. Oh, was. He wanted the green out into play, but he's knocked it towards this right-hand side cushion. He's okay though, he hasn't left the red. Well, for once, Jack Jones has made a mistake in a safety play. He hasn't done that a lot in this match. Safety has been pretty good. Got to take this pot on into the green pocket. Pretty good. Very good and nicely on the blue.
One.
It's got the pink in the corner, but the angle on the pink is not that good. But this is a wonderful pot. Can he leave an angle on this red to try and bring the brown into play? Has he got the angle? He'd love to get that brown in the open. Give himself a chance.
It's just that the green's awkward, isn't it? So let's see how he goes about this. He's got the brown into play, but he's sacrificed the cue ball a little bit. You're never sure where the white's going to finish when you play that type of shot. I think he can miss the in off to the corner and get back up for the yellow. The problem is, well,
12.
He can't pot the yellow and get to the green now. I say that. He could take the yellow on to the right corner pocket, and the white will automatically come round the table towards the green. Might just be worth this, because if he doesn't pot the yellow, every chance he could get the snooker, but it's a natural angle to swing the white round the table. He's looked at the potting angle, but what a shot this would be to pull off. Here we go, we're right behind it. It's there, and here comes the white. Here comes the white ball. What a shot he has played there. Unbelievable.
That was tremendous.
14.
That's 20 rest shots out of 20, but he wouldn't have played a better one than that. The angle on the green is not ideal. He's going slightly away from the brown. He might just have to just make sure of the pot and leave the cue ball, well, somewhere where this cue tip is now. What a shot he's played there. He's given himself a chance.
What has he done here?
14.
I thought he could have still taken the pot on and just left a thin cut on the brown, but if this, well, that's incredible.
What has he done there? Why didn't he just pot the green?
After the shot he played on the yellow, okay, he was a little bit unlucky not to finish perfect on the green, to just roll it in for the brown, but did he get a kick there? The ball's being cleaned. I don't know what happened there.
I think he was just being too careful, Dennis. He should have just potted the green and give himself some shot on the brown. Look at this. No, there's no kick there. That was just a misjudgment. He's gifted
3.
his opponent, Jack Jones, the frame. What an end. What a mistake. He can't believe it. He's shaking his head.
7.
And what a big frame for Jack Jones, just to settle him down and keep the gap. 3 frames. That is an incredible end to this frame. Almost 36 minutes, and to end like that, well, what a body blow to Stuart Bingham. It's
18.
not a body blow to Jack Jones. He's absolutely delighted. He wins the frame. He's 3 from a place in the final. He leads the former champion now. 14 frames to 11.
You know, my opponent has played negatively. Surely I've got to take advantage and play positively.
He needs to forget about that now, doesn't he? He needs to win
Good luck.
next frame.
Well, look at the break-off shot he's made. So
Jack
he's got
Jones
to forget
4.
about the last frame, but how do you put something like that out of your mind? And that tells you how he's feeling, the way he broke off there. He must be in bits at the moment. Hit it all wrong. Can Jack Jones knock a long red in?
One.
Very good pot, but not the cue ball that he was after.
Green ball. Jack Jones. 1.
Stuart Bingham somehow has got to eradicate that last shot, the last frame that gifted. Jack Jones, that last 25th frame. How does he get over it? It's not going to be easy. Shots like that can stay with you for a number of frames. He's still going through his mind, talking to himself.
He felt it was worth another risk there at that long pot, and he's left the one to the left of the pink. As we show you this attempt, he was on the black. Had he have knocked that red in, Now, Stuart Bingham could do with one good pot here to get a little bit of confidence back. And that's what he's faced with. Very good. But look where the cue ball is. Is he on the pink? Might be. Good opener. He was on the pink.
Seven.
Nicely on this red. He can finish low or high on the black, whichever he chooses. And paired if he gets an angle.
8.
Though. He's gone a little bit low. Now, what's his angle? Are these two reds? He's coming around to have a look. Are they a plant into this left corner pocket? Let's have a look. Well, I think they may be on. Yeah, there you see it. So that's going to be beneficial. And when he pots this plant, he's going to disturb a few more reds in the pack. I'm going to play this with a lot 15. Of pace either. Well, you would expect him to be screwing off it. I'm going to try and bring some more reds into play here. Very good. And he's going to be on the blue.
16.
Could have done with a little bit more there.
It's finished just a little awkward. Just a couple of inches away from being perfect there.
Blue ball. Foul. Stuart Bingham, 16. Jack Jones, 5.
I think there might have been a foul. I know he's gone in off, but I think the referee, Marcel Egerhard, had called a foul anyway before the white went in, so I'm not sure what happened there. Didn't see any foul, but this is a bit of a test for Jack Jones. Needs good cueing. Oh, he plays that shot so well. Okay, he's lost the cue ball a little bit.
1.
Will he be tempted? The yellow goes. Let's have a look at this here. Yeah, the referee called a foul before the white went in the pocket, so he must have just fouled the blue. But what a shot this is. Right in the center of the pocket. Very good cueing under the circumstances.
3.
That was a wonderful shot, Dennis, wasn't it? Viewed it beautifully from the jaws of that yellow pocket. On the blue here.
4.
Okay, there's a couple of loose reds, but wonderful angle. Go into the bunch. Big target. I think it's a good opportunity. Go straight into the bunch and try and loosen all these reds up. Yeah, now. How's your look? It looks okay. Top red will go. We'll be happy with that.
9. 10.
I think that last frame has given Jack Jones a little boost, Ken, because he's starting to look comfortable again. He looked a little bit edgy this evening, but he's starting to look a bit better now that he's got that 3-frame advantage again.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you see your opponent playing shots like that, well, it gives you confidence. There's no doubt about that. He was relieved to get the frame under his belt, but he sees his opponent making mistakes. He's not fully confident, and he can take advantage of it. He's almost looks very relaxed now. Stuart Bingham, on the other hand, well, he's gone very, very edgy, still reeling over that mistake he made in the previous frame. Very hard to get over that in a short space of time, even with all his experience.
.22. .23.
Yeah, there must be one red at the bottom of that little bunch of 4 is available into this right corner pocket there. You see
28.
it. But that little bunch of 3 reds just underneath the pink. He's already thinking a few shots ahead. He'd love for one of those reds underneath the pink to be available, because if you can pot one, the other 2 will be potable. If not, that might be Stuart Bingham's only chance, that he'll have to develop those 3 reds.
.29.
And come around again, he'll have a look. Maybe he could play on 2 reds. The red that is queuing up close to, can play that, play onto that into the left centre. But if this red just beneath the pink is available into this left corner, that's what he's hoping, and it looks like it is. So you can get in such a position where you can pot that. The other 2 reds will be available into the right corner, so that makes his job a lot easier. Oh, but he hasn't hit this one hard enough. He's still on the red into the left centre. Wanted to
36.
be straighter on it.
Now he's got to try and find that spot that he was queuing up before for that red. And he looked at it. He's not quite happy with it, is he? He might have to risk the cannon now, which he didn't have to do had he got on the blue as he wanted. Yeah, it's going to have to be the cannon by the looks of things, just simply because he went too far there.
Problem about this cannon, Dennis, pink is quite away from the reds. Could go wrong, this. Oh, but has he played it well? I think he's on the red. What a shot he's played there. He's perfect. Great shot.
.43.
Quick glance at the scoreboard. And Stuart knows that in a couple of pots' time, he's going to be 4 frames behind. That's perfect.
50.
That's the one that secures the frame. The black to make absolutely certain.
$58. $59.
One more frame before the mid-session interval, and you'd have to say Stuart has got to take it. Doesn't matter the fact he's not on the red here. It's a wonderful 65 break
65.
coming at just the right time for Jack. No double, but he won't be too concerned about that.
Jack Jones, 65.
What a wonderful performance this is from Jack Jones. And now he extends his lead. It's 15-11.
And he is now...
Love being here, and we've loved watching him. He's currently in the biggest hole you could possibly believe. How he digs himself out of this, I haven't got a clue.
Oh, he needs to do it very soon, before this mid-session interval.
Thank you. The 27th frame. Jack Jones to break.
The simple fact is Stuart Bingham must win this frame before the mid-session interval. It's as plain as that. And that's not what he was after there, a very attacking safety shot, but you've got to get the white back to the ball cushion if you're going to play that type of shot.
Yeah, red into the corner. Black is available into the same corner pocket. Can he hold for the black? He certainly can. Ooh, he's just lost the cue ball slightly. Just the cue ball gone close to this left-hand side cushion now. Normally quite proficient at this particular type of shot, but there's pressure on it. If he misses it, he'd be leaving a red. But he stroked it in. He just plays those shots beautifully, Dennis. Reminds me a lot of Mark Williams, just the way he just floats balls in. Wonderful cue action.
His technique is standing up here, and that's proof. Tight on the cushion.
Nine.
Yeah, he just trusts it every time. He doesn't hit the ball very hard. He's got wonderful cue action. Stays lovely and still on the shot. Delivers that cue. Beautifully smooth in a straight line. He's just very composed still.
This looks good. Look where he put the cue ball.
12.
Choice of reds. As you said, Ken, he does look cool, calm and collected out there, but when he was beating world number 2 Judd Trump, he was saying he was twitching on every shot, but he doesn't look like it.
13.
Very, very impressed with this Welsh player here in this year's World Championship.
Stuart Bingham looks a very forlorn figure at the moment.
20.
He's still contemplating a huge error a couple of frames ago.
21.
Oh, he's hampered. That could make a big difference.
28.
Talking away to himself there. There was a red available, I think, past the black, and he's left it very awkward. Doesn't fancy that. This red may cut, but look at how thin it is. See, a fraction to the right and he was perfect. Pot the red, move the red away from the black. Oh, this is a thin cut he's taking on here. Overcut it. But
Jack
got
Jones,
the white up the
28.
table. A lot of support for Stuart here. A couple of paths back down the table. He's just concerned about pushing a red over the left corner. Why he's given it a little bit of thought here. But just make sure you get a good cue ball. Get it tight to that ball cushion.
Or pot one if you can, Dennis. Try and roll up behind the screen here. Dead weight. It's okay.
Stuart Bingham.
It's okay. Calm down, everybody.
Wow. How does he get to the red that's near the cushion? He'll be somehow trying to find a path through to that, but he's so close to the green. I don't think he can hit a side cushion. He's going to have to hit the ball cushion.
I wonder, will he play it into the jaws of the pocket here? A bit of a hit and hoper. Maybe not. Maybe, well, maybe he can't hit this right-hand side cushion.
Wow. He's going to have to swerve it a little bit to make the first angle, otherwise he'll hit the yellow. You see, he's looking at the possibility of going between the yellow and the brown. He is in such a hole here.
I'll put up that line, Dennis. I don't know whether you can make that true. You just got to go between yellow and brown. So difficult. Oh.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it's not the referee's going to have to replace these. Good luck, Marcel Egghardt. He's hoping that there's something on. Right, here we go. Everybody realizes what's coming now. No problem getting the white in the correct spot, but good luck with the rest, Marcel. This could take a while, and it was Rob Spencer that's on the monitor.
Oh.
Have you identified the reds? May I ask you to settle down a bit so I can understand my marker, please? Thank you.
What a shame that
I don't envy him here at all.
Just trying to work out which one.
Yeah,
which
no
one.
problem.
But it's
Just
such
take
an
our time.
important part of the semi-final mid-session interval coming up. It'll be 5
Can you-
frames or
can you-
3 frames.
Just have a look first. Let's
Please,
have a look.
please.
Yeah, I think we need to let the referee
It's
and
easy to
Rob
wait outside as well.
get on with this here, because it's such an important juncture.
Rob, can you
Right,
get the
Miles.
original?
Yeah, the original, yeah. You want the original first?
He wants to have a look at the original first. We've
Right,
got the
that's
pictures here for him.
That's how it is now, isn't it? No.
That's how it is now. That's the original.
Yeah.
Is it easier from that? So do it slightly.
Such a
Okay.
difficult job here, isn't it?
This red.
I mean,
That red, yeah. 2 balls towards the pink.
I think
Right.
even
Take your
sort
hand
of
off it now.
a general-
So a ball this way. So what, this diagonal
a general sort of situation with the reds here, Dennis, because
and a fraction that way.
Yeah.
it's very
Okay,
hard to
that
get
one looks
everything
okay, yeah.
perfect.
And then the one. Let's have a look what we've got now. So bear with me.
This red here.
So we need to have Mars. It's easier probably to do the 3 to start with.
Shall we? Yeah. Shall we
Yeah, can you
take
see the
them off?
3? Yeah.
Shall we take them actually off? Maybe that's quicker.
That's probably quicker, yeah.
Yeah.
So start with them 3, move them 3 away. Right, so you've
Yeah.
got 1 now below the pink.
I just have to leave
touching the
it
pink.
to the 2 boys here to get
Okay.
this
Did the pink fall?
very
Yeah,
difficult
did the pink
situation
fall, didn't it?
correct.
Right.
It's
Can
just
get
you don't
rid
see
of
it
pink?
very often.
We leave the pink there,
And
yeah?
it's such a
Pink looks
difficult
okay to
snooker to
me,
get
yeah,
out of,
yeah.
isn't it?
Right, so let's go back to where we were. Right, okay, and then that one, the next one is half a ball that direction. Yeah? And then the next one is about half a ball down from it in line with the pink.
Just try to keep it quiet, please. Thank you.
They're getting there, yeah.
Got to understand my marker, please.
He's got to hear Rob, so it'd be nice if the audience
So these
just
3 are fine?
just keep quiet while they
So-
get this
Yeah, so that
sorted
looks
out.
okay now. Let me move this.
Just give me the original, please, again. Or the...
Right, so that's the original. That's where we were. This is what we've got.
So that's that red over...
Okay,
This red here. That's not here, isn't it?
that red there isn't there. No, that's right. Let's have a look. Let's put the original back again.
Yeah. So I take this
Okay.
one. I take this one.
Yeah, so that one's not there. Okay, so I've got to try and work out where that one is. So that one,
Rob
we've got the 3
Spencer
coming down from the pink.
Used to be a
It looks
policeman,
like it's
Ken, so
about
I don't know
2
if he
balls
was
down and 3
directing
balls
traffic, but he's
towards
having
you,
to
if that
direct
makes sense.
things here.
Yeah,
Sorry, you lost me there.
yeah. So the one you've got in your hand now,
Yeah.
you've got 3 down from the pink.
All right, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
can you see it?
I see, okay.
Yeah. If I move it across so it's slightly shaded now, can you see where it goes?
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty good.
Yeah, near
Okay.
enough there.
Right, and then a ball up towards the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take your hand off it. Right,
Perfect.
that looks good now. That looks okay.
And this one goes...
No, that one's good, Mars.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and it's...
It's the one. It's that one there. Yes, that one.
Yeah.
That one. Let's try and work out where that goes.
It's so difficult.
Okay, so look, that's it. That's it.
And
So
particularly
that's a
with
ball
the pressure
towards the,
that these
a
2
ball
lads
to
are
the
under.
right. That's that way.
But it's an
Half ball
important
again that way.
situation to get right.
And then a ball towards me. And a touch that way now.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty
and
good.
that looks pretty
I
good.
think they've
Mars.
done pretty well,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, well done. Well done. Well done, lads. Not an easy situation at all.
Just remain quietly, please. Thank you.
It's just the fact that he can't get enough when he hits the side cushion.
have a look for me,
He
please.
was looking at going between the yellow and the brown. But I'll tell you what, Ken, you come up with a shot
You could see a little bit
wobbling
more, no problem.
the white in the jaws of the pocket and sending it up into, because he's going to have to rely on a bit of good fortune. I can't see him, if he gets twice across the table without making contact with the colour and lands on that red that's near the cushion, it'll be the shot of the championship.
Oh, okay. I see. Right.
What's he going to decide on? Is he going to try this again? It's
Yeah,
so
sure.
difficult this way. The yellow's just in an awkward spot.
Such a small window, isn't it? Right between yellow and brown, just before the right centre pocket.
He's got the gap. If it's hard enough, it might reach a red. If it's hard enough, it might reach a red. Well,
That is
I'll tell you
incredible.
what, even Stuart Bingham came to the table and tapped the table there. No wonder he acknowledges the crowd. The great escape.
One.
A good opener from Stuart Bingham, and the black goes. Big moments here in this semi-final.
Oh, has he missed it? Has he missed it? Oh no, Stuart.
Stuart
How
Bingham.
many blacks
One.
off the spot has he missed in this match? Wow.
But just look where the black is finished. There's going to be quite a bit of snooker left in this frame now because of the black right over the pocket. Oh, this is going to take a little bit of sort. What a shot he's played here, by the way.
Well, I'll tell you what, that escape, Dennis, I'm still trying to catch my breath after it.
Oh. Now, everything is safe the right side of the table because of the black over the pocket. But he's got to be careful if he tries to get back down off the red near the pink and he doesn't knock the black in. It's just coming off the side cushion to land on this red. The red that's near the cushion, he's trying to land on it. Pretty good judgment. This could take a bit of sorting out here. If they start knocking the reds towards the black, there is a possibility, you know, we could finish up with a re-rack. We really could, because they're going to gradually get knocked over towards the black with each safety shot. But you've got to be aware of knocking the black in. Still got a path back down the left side of the table, but once again, you have to be careful with the black. going to take a while, I think. This is the last thing that both players would have wanted. They're gradually getting a little closer to the black with each shot.
Well, he was the miss from Stuart, and it was a wonderful chance. He got a beautiful red into the left centre, but have a look at this. He's missed a few of those today, into the same pocket as well. Now, is it possible Jack Jones can hide this cue ball in bulk? And one of these ball colours? No, not this time. Stuart quickly coming down to see if he got an edge of one of these reds beneath the pink, but no.
Doesn't matter. Landing into the blue because everything's perfectly safe. Jack's got a 20-point advantage, so he won't be wanting a re-rack. And he's got a good cue ball again.
Yeah, it's a better shot. May be able to clip the edge of this red back down to the ball. We've got to be careful. Yeah, pretty good. Nice little clip off the yellow, just making this safety shot now a little bit more awkward.
Gotta be careful here. Do you know, this reminds me, Ken, going back to the World Team Championship. Ireland, or Northern Ireland was playing England. Tommy Murphy was playing Steve Davis. Tommy Murphy was 40 odd in front. It was a stalemate like this, and I was dashing down the stairs to tell Tommy to knock the black in because he's leading Steve Davis for 40. When I got down there, they'd re-racked the balls up, and Steve won the frame with a 70 break. You know, you can get a stalemate where the referee would say, well, right, boys, we'll have 3 more shots each, and if we're not going to resolve it, we'll have to start again. It's getting a bit... Oh, the black's in, is it? Yeah, the black's in.
Oh, and a free ball. Oh. Don't tell me he's left a free ball. No, maybe not. Maybe not. But at least that's resolved things. Thankfully, I was going to put the kettle on. Tell you what, he was quite lucky there wasn't a free ball there. Now can he swerve around this brown, maybe pot this red?
Well, we've got the perfect picture. Perfect picture as to whether he can do that. If he pots it, he's going to be on black or pink. Definitely worth the risk, this, because the reds are safe.
from here, please. Stuart.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's putting Stuart in. Stuart will try that shot.
That's very strange. It's not a difficult swerve, I don't think. It's quite a long way to travel for the cue ball. It's not difficult to play this shot, you know.
It's there. It's there. Oh.
He's very unlucky there not to hit the red and be on the black. He deserved it. Great swerve. How close he got to that red. Does he take the pink on? Is it worth taking the pink on? He's looking at leaving the cue ball in bulk. He's not confident. He hasn't potted a lot of long balls, but to get something going for Stuart, you'd feel he's got to maybe try something. Take the pink on. 42% long pot success. Needs one here.
Terrific killing. Have a look at those 6 reds, all tied up on the cushion.
8.
There's one more red available, and then he needs an angle on a colour to try and split a few of those reds out. So key that he gets onto a colour now as we show you that terrific long pink.
15.
Yeah, I just think that was just so important, just for his own confidence, to knock that pink in, Dennis.
I wonder, is he going to try and disturb the reds and get on pink or black with this shot? He is.
16.
That helps.
Yeah, good effort. He's knocked one at least out.
He's lost the cue ball though.
23.
Well, looking at that, I think he was just trying to flick the red out that's on the cushion behind the black spot. Just didn't quite get into it.
Stuart Bingham. 23.
Might be able to, I don't think the green's far enough off the cushion to drop in behind. Try and get it tight on the cushion there. The advantage now with Stuart Bingham in this safety exchange. Twice across the table and Might be able to squeeze in behind that green, you know, but he'd have to be so precise.
Yeah, I think he's got to try and bring a couple of reds out here, at least. He's got one out, and he's got cover.
It's amazing. It's not unlike the shot that he put Stuart back in and he swerved around and potted the red. This is a bit more difficult though. But maybe he might just attempt that. Wouldn't that be something if he does exactly what Stuart did? This is tougher though. Wow. That was so close.
Yeah, it begs the question why he didn't play the first swerve. Now, can he pot this red, Stuart? Leave an angle on pink or black to try and disturb the reds. Close to that right-hand side cushion. Paired if he gets a good angle.
One.
Needs to go the cue ball. He's okay.
Yeah, I think the pink passes the black and he's got the angle to go into the reds. This is a very key shot. He might be able to get through to the black and into the reds. Oh, found the gap. How could you find? No wonder he's kicking the floor with his shoe. How did he find the gap there?
Don't you know there's always a gap, Dennis? That's what JV says.
Stuart Bingham, 8.
It's quite incredible though, isn't it, that you could find, you know, you got 5 reds there in the cushion. Huge target. And he misses every one of them. Hard to believe.
Never a fluke when this happens. You're playing the safety shot. There's always a chance of the double, but he didn't get a favourable cannon there.
Well, this would be a clever shot. Brown into the reds and try and get that cue ball behind the yellow. Split everything up. Oh, don't go in off though. Good shot though.
Stuart Bingham, 1.
Very inventive. And more positive from Stuart Bingham.
Yeah, a lot of players would have just tucked in behind the green, but you weren't getting any advantage with the reds all on the side cushion. Just going to nestle on them again. Oh, the blue has spoiled his path to get over behind the yellow. Just over 33 minutes, and we've had all sorts in this frame. Black over the pocket, trying to replace the balls whenever there was scattered, and that took a bit of resolving, but it's now turning into a fascinating frame with just 5 points separating the players. It's a frame that we've said a few times, Stuart Bingham must win, really. 16-11. You wouldn't give him much of a chance. 15-12, he'd be back in it.
Might try and get one of these reds off the side cushion, bring another one out into the open. And it's a big target up there behind, maybe yellow, black even. It's going to try and get behind the yellow, but I don't think it's going to reach. He had a good line, but not hard enough.
This is a little bit awkward. It's a little bit awkward. He's left the red. And just looking at the angle he's got here, you can drop on the pink and then play up towards the 3 reds. You could play on the black, but the pink to the reds would be better.
One.
And it's easier to get to those 3 reds from the pink, even though he's on the black. That's not a very favourable angle. Oh, what have you done, Stuart? You shouldn't have been anywhere near the brown.
7.
Yeah, this time, funny enough, he's trying to find the gap between the brown and the reds just to get on one of those reds into the right corner pocket.
Stuart Bingham, 7.
Oh. Nice little bit of side. He snookered him on all 3 reds.
A little bit of side. He had a lot of side on that. Didn't look like he was going to get anywhere near in behind the black. It was just as the white almost came to a standstill. Just watch the white. Can't quite see it from the overhead angle, but it was going to come back, and then all of a sudden come off the side cushion with a terrific amount of side on. Another delicate little shot needed here just to land on the red here.
Foul and a miss. Stuart Bingham, 4.
Oh, this will be going back.
Step back here.
The reason I say that is because not only could he get more points, but there's a possibility Jack hits this red full ball from the cushion. There's a possibility he could leave it into the left centre. I'll make sure he doesn't hit a full ball and not with too much pace, because it could be potable in the left centre. long way away.
Foul and a miss.
And the fact that he's
Stuart,
trying
Bingham,
to
4.
do what you said, Ken, is the reason that he's missing it. I mean, it's straightforward to come off the side cushion and even the top cushion and hit the red, but he doesn't want to leave that shot on that you said. Better. Very good shot, because any more pace he would have left a potential pot onto the left middle pocket. But at the moment, advantage is with Stuart. He hasn't hit the cue ball this time. Okay, he's hampered slightly with the blue, which makes it slightly more difficult to get down behind the yellow here. That's okay. There's a potential cut into the right corner pocket, but he needs to keep the white over that side of the table, or he'll leave the red that's near the corner there.
Oh, good line with the cue ball here. Very good line with the cue ball. Excellent shot. Very, very good from Stuart Bingham.
I'll tell you what, Ken, there's so much happened in this frame. Don't be surprised if Jack
Try to
Jones
keep the noise down, please. Thank
doesn't
you.
come off the side cushion and possibly pot that red into the corner. That's a big ask, but that's what he's looking at. Is he going to play it dead weight to land on it, or is he going to play it with a little bit of pace? I think he can escape for this, but the white might go in the pocket.
He's going to go very close to the pink as well. Pink is slightly in the way. So if he misses the pink, yeah, he could go in the pocket. But he could hit the red, as you said, Dennis. It's possible.
And he hasn't gone away with it this time. This is a chance for Stuart. That's okay, as long as he's got an angle. Mind you, he looks to have finished pretty straight on the blue, but with the cue power he has, shouldn't be a problem getting to the next red.
Yeah, he's got a slight angle. Look, he can widen the angle from the cue ball. Just missed this left center pocket. Natural path down towards these two reds. It's pretty good.
6.
We'll settle for that, and he can play. And he can play for brown or pink here. 26 ahead, so red color and red required. He'd like to play. The best shot would be the red just beneath the black spot, but that's missable. But it's the right shot to play.
Seven.
Didn't go in the middle of the pocket, but it's in nonetheless. Chance. Have a look at this. Wasn't in the center of the pocket, was it?
This has been an unbelievable frame of snooker that we've witnessed here before the mid-session interval.
He's done well, Dennis. He's going to win the frame now, but he's done very, very well after what's happened to him.
Just the
11.
red needed.
Yeah, interval coming up. And Stuart Bingham will be mightily relieved. 32 ahead. Make sure the blue stop his opponent coming back to the table.
And I know Stephen Hendry in the studio, he loves this type
17.
of game, doesn't he, Ken?
Can't wait to hear what he
19.
says. Such an important frame for Stuart Bingham. Gives him, well, still gives him hope.
22.
Okay. He's going to be 3 behind. He's, as long as he keeps Jack Jones needing, well, at least 2, well,
26.
he's in with a chance.
I think
31.
both these players, they'll be ready for a cup of tea, Ken. I know we are.
Certainly, yeah.
Is
Is he going to pot the black? Looks like he is. And he'll be very relieved, Stuart Bingham. He closes the gap to 3. An amazing frame, one of the most amazing frames that you will ever see at the Crucible. But it's gone to the former champion's way. He closed the gap, but Jack Jones still leads 15-12.
And he's left a potential pot into this right corner with a free shot, really, to get on the black. So the final part of this semi-final, can the man from Cumbrain hold himself together and get the 2 frames that would put him into the final? He hadn't got the angle that time to take the pot on because the white would have been going towards the black.
Can you shut the curtain?
That's the current session, safety success and pot success. You want to try and sneak into the 90s.
I ask you to put those sweets away now, please. It's quite noisy on the floor.
Right, referee Marcel Egghardt just asking someone to put their sweets away. Oh, he's knocked one towards the corner. Has he got the green as cover? I think he has, just about. Yeah, there you see it. Okay. There's a potential pot the other side of the table. Depends on the angle as to whether he can roll this in and get on the black.
Yeah, in this society, he sort of had more success on into this left corner pocket. Once again, free shot. Can only leave the red he's taken on. Much better, much better. And he's on the black as well. Great shot.
That will do his confidence the world of good. That's developed a few more reds because he always had this one that was near the right corner.
Yeah, and the only way he's going to really put pressure on his opponent, Dennis, is like scoring from situations like this. You know, every time Jack Jones plays a safety shot, he's got to feel some sort of pressure. He hasn't done that really, Stuart. He hasn't been scoring, making frame-winning breaks.
Mind, the frames have gone a little awkward, haven't they? But this is not an awkward frame, as you can see. Somehow got to try and produce the snooker he produced against Ronnie O'Sullivan, because he was back to his brilliant best in that match.
Yeah, his last big break was in 23, 104. His highest break since then has been only 44. Paltry return. He needs to start scoring to make inroads. That's what he's best at.
16.
You know, I think he's come up a little bit short on this. See, he wanted to be a bit further to the right there. Now has a change of plan, positional wise.
$17.
And he's the wrong side of the blue. Didn't quite get into that. It was so important, the previous shot that he got on the red to play for the black. There's no problem with cue power, but that's not going to come all the way around. It's going to leave a medium length pot.
He'd be so disappointed. I mean, he was perfect on the black a few shots ago, and now all of a sudden look where the cue ball is. Could possibly play this red into the right corner with the rest, but he's got to avoid the pack of reds to try and get on the black. It's a very, once again, a small window. I've got to tread the cue ball through, not using the rest, just extension. Good shot.
23.
Well, he's had to play into the black, couldn't miss the black. But it's gone a little bit awkward. And this is tough, Dennis, with a little bit of pace. Trying to play this black with pace, well, it's not easy.
Yeah, can he get out somewhere near that circle to leave the red for the right middle pocket? He's got a little bit of angle anywhere near the circle, or even closer to the red would do. He's got to make sure of the pot, though. Surprised he played it that way, Ken.
23.
He had a slight angle to leave that red for the middle.
Yeah. Playing it, screwing it in, well, it just makes the pot so much more difficult. And that was a nervy one. But go back to that black a few shots ago. Ended up short on the red and then short on the blue. Just not getting through the ball. Not delivering that cue, as we spoke about against Ronnie O'Sullivan. He was so consistent, scoring so heavily, punishing his opponent, but just let him down.
Big test now for Jack Jones as he's creeping
8.
near to a place in the final. Still needs 2 frames. You can see the other
9.
reds available to him there, and he's got an angle on the black to get back for that.
Yeah, and he's got to try and leave himself low on this next red. Leave himself some sort of angle. Because when he pots the next red, he's going to be leaving a nice angle to bring more reds into play. I think he's got that angle.
16.
And he is blessed with a lot of cue power when he has to rely on it. No problem screwing the ball back, but he's got to use it here. Yeah.
17.
He's okay. It's not too bad. Dead straight in this blue into the corner pocket.
Just looking, the reds seem to be blocking each other. Okay, the one away to the right of the pink's available, but there may be one in the middle of that little bunch that's potable. He's just having a little look at that, and he might be able to get there taking the green, or maybe just play for the one to the right of the pink. He's a long way off the one to the right of the pink, though. Bit of pressure.
20.
This is a key shot coming up here.
Yeah, he's just looking at the red, the loose red at the bottom of that little bunch of 6. He's looking to see if that's available into the left centre. Sort of wondering if he plays for this red, misses it, is he going to leave that red? Should get this red. Yeah, no problem.
21.
And that bottom red pots into this bottom right corner pocket. So this is one of these situations, isn't it, Dennis? Like, as he pots one red, it would release another one. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Play for the bottom red, just delicate little soft screw. Beautifully played, so good at that shot.
$28.
Well, the chances there, it's just all about holding himself together here and relying on that wonderful technique he has. It stood him in
29.
good stead throughout this year's World Championship.
Yeah, 2 reds available here now for him. One directly below the pink and that bottom red at the bunch of 5.
So far,
36.
so good. Weighing up all the options as to playing for the pink. It's straightforward to get on the black. It's the one that gives him the easy position, because if he pots the pink spot may be occupied, and that will help things. We'll find out very shortly if that pink's available, the way he plays this shot. Yep, this can open things up
27.
now.
Yeah, I think this is a really good choice. Even though the red below the pink is available, but it sort of opens up the other red to the left of the pink as well. Pink will go on the yellow spot. Yeah, nicely played.
$43. $44.
Yeah, perfect. He's got the angle to just drop the blue in and leave the one that's sitting on the pink spot. And then it's about the other 2 reds as to whether one of them will be available. We'll find out very shortly.
I'm just wondering, Dennis, if you can leave an angle after potting this blue on the next red to try and bring those reds into play. He nearly missed that blue, concentrating so much on the
49.
position of the cue ball. Look at this. Nearly missed it.
Now, I think the red that he's looking at, well, we're just showing his reaction there, but the right hand red of the 2's available to the middle pocket, which means he doesn't have to
50.
play a cannon. I think if he just screws back a little bit, that right hand one, see where he's cueing now, that's where he wants the cue ball, so that's much better than having to play a cannon.
Yeah, but I think if he's got the angle, he's got to be so precise, hasn't he, with his position of the cue ball. I think if he had the angle, maybe go into those 2 reds, but he does like to pick reds off. Let's see what he chooses. He's happy with 27 points in the lead. Black will be 34. Yeah, he's gone into the reds and it's perfect. He had the lovely angle and he's played it well, took the chance.
He took quite a while, weighed up the situation, and in the end felt it was going to be too tight to leave the red to the middle. It's a lot easier now from this position.
58.
And he's taking these very well. Quick look at the scoreboard, 35, the difference. And it's going to be a straightforward red to clinch this frame and leave himself
62.
just one frame away from a place in the final.
This has been a wonderful break, hasn't
63.
it? His cue action is held up. It's so smooth, positional play, quality, no nerves whatsoever.
I think there's plenty of nerves, but he's just holding them together so well.
Well, he's certainly hiding them extremely well because this has been a quality break.
70.
And a possibility, if he can back double this red, of a century break. It's not there, but he won't be too concerned about that.
Check chance.
It's a wonderful break.
70.
Stuart's coming back to the table, but barring lots of snookers, he's only going to be one frame away from a place in the final. I think it's 3 snookers that's required just to tie. And that's what you want to do if your opponent needs snookers. Put him in a snooker.
It's just another piece of evidence of tactical nous. So clever, plays a lot of clever shots. Very, very impressive. Good hit.
Balls are not too badly placed for snookers. Certainly the yellow and pink, but black not too bad either. Just overscrewed it slightly. Had he have missed the green there with the red, might have been a potential snooker. Well, it still is, but it's easy to hit.
Not a bad effort. If it was over a little bit, I think he may be able to just see the edge of this red, but good effort.
the fact that the white's tight on the cushion, he wants a little bit of side to come off the back cushion and hit the red. He doesn't want to risk hitting the blue on the way up. Oh, good judgment. Yeah, this was the one I thought he could have played to leave the red in the middle pocket. He tried to screw it in, missed the pot there. Where's that white going? Where's the white ball? That's the end of frame.
Frame
Yeah, he
conceded.
nods
Jack
to
Jones
Jack
for
Jones.
the frame.
And Jack Jones, as he leaves the auditorium, is just one frame away from a place in the final.
We know he's got the capability, but to string together 5 frames out of the blue is tough.
It's a big ask, isn't it? But I just wonder, is Jack Jones going to get there with this visit to the table? We'll soon find out.
Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, one more frame for his first final of this year's. This wonderful Crucible Theatre, Jack Jones. How he must be feeling. Can't get carried away with himself just yet. He knows he's up against, well, a great champion. Stuart Bingham. He'll be given everything. He will still believe. He can get on a run. Anything can happen here. We've seen it before, done it before, but he's going to have to play, well, almost no miss snooker from now on. This might be a chance. This pots for sure.
Yeah, knowing Stuart, he will just give it his all and have a go. Needs a bit of good fortune here. And I don't think he's had it. It was so difficult to control the cue ball there, but he didn't get any luck. Oh, that's a careless one, though.
Bingham 1.
Should have been a better safety than that. He does a lot of talking to himself, Stuart. Oh, where's the red going? Oh, can you believe it? How often would you see that, a safety shot, and the red's come out of the pack and gone in the middle pocket? Very rarely would you see that. Just watch this red, how it springs out of the pack and into the middle pocket.
Quite incredible, that, isn't it? Now, what's he going to do? Took him up behind the brown. No chance of taking that green on.
Jack Jones 1.
I wouldn't expect him to get too much from this. I mean, it's a big target in the middle of that pack, but he's just got to be careful. Doesn't leave the possible red to the right centre.
This is a delicate little shot to land on the red that's to the left of the black. If he can pull that off, I don't think he would leave a great deal. That's what he's looking at there. If he can just get a couple of cushions and land on that red, he could keep things safe. But he's got to judge it just to perfection. The other side of the table, I don't think is as good. No use trying to land on the one to the right of the black because he'd leave the one for the left corner. So I think this is the choice. Can he judge it? Is it going to reach? It is. Well played. Stuart knows that one mistake and he could be out of this year's World Championship, so well played there. He's got him in trouble again.
Oh, what a wonderful shot. Beautiful touch. He's played some great safety, Jack Jones.
Yeah. Oh, you mean as in double hitting? No, it looked fine to me. I've no doubt.
Not sure what was said there. The red I mentioned to the right of the black, he might be able to land on that this time because the other red that was available is no longer there. But once again, he's got to be very precise to land on that one. Got to be a bit careful here. He's going to come down the left side of the table with that pink there. Doesn't want to cannon into that, and this Crucible crowd would love to see a comeback from this man, but it's a tall order. You see, it was difficult whichever side of the table he tried to get down, and this is a chance. There's a red on the pink spot or near the pink spot that will pot. But there's only the blue available at present, really. Black tied up. But he's created this chance for himself with, once again, some terrific tactical play.
One.
That's a clever shot, isn't it? He's played for the pink into the right centre. He's gone a little bit too far. I was just wondering, is that red pot? Maybe not. And that's why he tried to get the pink back on its spot. Still potable, but a bit more of an acute angle.
Well, he's looking at the potting angle there. And the white will be coming towards the red and black if he pots this. It's there, and he did cannon the red and black, but not as he was hoping for.
7.
Almost worked that. He knew he was going to bring the black and red into play, but thought there would have been something better than this. I'll show you this again. He knew the white was going towards the red and black. Cannon didn't quite work out.
Jack Jones, 7.
Because of the red up the other end of the table, behind the black spot is the safety area at the moment. There's another red gone up past the blue, so slightly awkward frame. Neither player was looking for this.
Maybe. Might be a chance of getting that cue ball tucked in behind the black. If he can come off maybe 1-2 cushions, could lay a snooker here behind the black. Bit risky. There's a possibility of a red into the left centre, but it could get right behind the black here. Just like that. What a shot.
That was one that Jack Jones didn't think about when he just rolled up to the red, but Stuart played that beautifully. He might just be able to hit the cushion and send this red up the table. And we're getting back to normal now that that red is headed back up the table. Wee bit unlucky, Stuart, that he left a path through for that. Having to give this some thought because he knows one mistake and it could be all over. Every credit for that shot.
Brave shot, particularly with that red just closest to the blue. It was always the one that he was so fearful of leaving. Very difficult for Jack Jones to get back into ball, so he may just play a containing safety shot down this top end of the table, but certainly could be leaving a red here. Got to get this right. Yeah, he was always possibly leaving this red, but if he's dead straight, Stuart won't take the red on into this left corner. Too dangerous, and no chance of getting on the colour.
I'm just wondering, you know, there's a shot. I think Stuart's looking at it to take this red up into the corner pocket, leave the white where the red is. He'd be on the black. Everything would be safe. But if this red went in, what a cheer he would get. No. But it was worth the risk. Nothing to hide the cue ball behind now, only the brown.
He's taking this on. He's taking it on. But once again, a long putt. He hasn't been successful with. And now a chance for Jack Jones.
Yeah, that was one of those where his back was against the wall, Stuart. He just hit it a little too hard. Once again. That technique holding up. But it's not straightforward, the fact that he's near the cushion. If he drops the blue in, he's got to make sure he doesn't snooker himself on a red into the opposite middle pocket. So it's not straightforward, this. Has he gone far enough? Maybe just. And if he has,
6.
What an opportunity.
Yeah, he's perfect. Played that nicely. Plenty of loose reds. What a chance.
7.
Stuart Bingham, well, he'll be faring the worst. Very straight on this blue, but he could sort of force slight angle. Yeah, lost the cue ball slightly though, so has to do a little bit of travel
12.
in and out of bulk.
Make if it goes in and he gets on his next red. He's given himself a wonderful chance now, even if he's straight on this.
20.
That was just a lovely shot, wasn't it? Just how easy he cued it. Once again, not using too much force, too much power, just beautifully cued.
Just
strokes the ball so nice, doesn't he, Dennis? Just his cue action is just holding up. Have a look at this.
He has been so consistent throughout this year's World Championship. Still not straightforward the way the reds are. As you can see, they're all covering each other somewhat, so he needs to get one good shot just to develop things.
This is the last loose red.
Yeah.
And I think when he puts this, Dennis, I think one of those reds will be available, if not two of them, into the left centre.
No problem with this one, but the two that you were looking at, I think one of them definitely pots, the two that are together to the right of the pink. Might be able to see that now.
37.
May even be available into this bottom right corner pocket. Yeah, there you see them now.
Yeah, he's played for those two reds. Has it gone a little too far? He wanted to be fairly straight on this.
44.
He might have to use the rest or his extension. He just ran a little bit too far there.
It was a little bit of adrenaline, isn't it? A little bit of adrenaline, just overhitting it slightly.
Cued across that one.
Jack
That was the
Jones,
shot that would have put him into the
44.
final, you'd have to say. Stuart has a pot. Up into the corner. And back for the black. Oh, that looks... It never looked on. Just... It's been a tough night for Stuart Bingham.
Well, as he left this red, there's this red pot into the left centre. So tight. Well, oh, you want to be very brave, and particularly with a 51-point lead. He doesn't want to take a chance. I don't blame him. It was very tight.
Just taking the opportunity to push another red into an awkward spot to protect that 51-point advantage. He's so close to getting through to the World Championship final.
Yeah, it was the first little snippet of nerves that we've seen from Jack Jones. That red with the rest was basically to put him into the final. Let's have a look at it again. Just came across it. It's understandable.
You never get fed up looking at that picture there of the Crucible Theatre with the one table. Is he having a go? Long way off. Where's the reds? He's left the one for the green pocket. I think he just decided to have a go there. It was a very difficult one. I don't think he's on any of the reds to the right corner near the pink, but the one is available and he can get to the blue. Well, is the winning line just at the back of your mind.
For the first time, we're seeing crucible nerves from Jack Jones. Desperate to get over the line and into the final tomorrow. Not there yet.
What has this very popular player left in the tank? He's not nicely on the blue, but he will never give up.
Well, he's got a dead straight brown. Dennis into this left corner pocket. If he gets it, he has a chance. If he misses it, it's all over. What a shot to take on.
As he fluked it, no, he hit it too hard again, Ken. There's a few shots in this semi-final where he seems to have harder.
Are you fine? Are you happy to leave, or are you all right, sir? Yeah, you are.
He was just asking if someone was all right in the second row.
I will ask you to leave.
Well, that was such an important shot. That may be Stuart Bingham's last shot.
Sorry if it wasn't you then, but who was it who made the sound?
Not sure
Can we
if
point the person out, please?
something was said or not, I'm not sure.
Just this area, it's got to be quiet, please.
Just ask them to be quiet at this crucial stage.
I do apologise if it wasn't you.
I think Stuart went back to his seat and felt that was maybe my last shot in this year's World Championship. But getting over the winning line is always the toughest frame to win.
No?
I'll tell you that would be a big relief to see that wobble and drop in.
I'll tell you what, any more pace and that would have been over the pocket. Wow. Incredible.
He has been wonderful throughout this year's World Championship. To knock out Ronnie O'Sullivan, he was back to his brilliant best. But he wasn't able to recreate that form. But he knew this was going to be a tough semi-final for him.
Yeah, just couldn't recreate that wonderful form that saw him beat the 7-time champion. This red for a place in tomorrow's final. And it's there. And what a performance from this young man from Cumbrian. Against all the odds. Coming through the qualifiers. Knocking out the world number 2.
It's there. I'm going to ask you a question, Ken. Who was the last Welshman to come through 14. The qualifiers and get to the final of the World Championship? I know you're not old enough.
I think it might have been the great Terry Griffiths.
15.
It was the great Terry Griffiths in 1979, and I had a wonderful final against him here in the Crucible Theatre, but this will be a very proud Welshman here, and the support he has in South Wales and all over Wales.
Yeah, and I think the crowd have really warmed to him over the last couple of weeks. He's played superb, held himself together so well.
It's just hard to describe how you feel inside at this sort of stage. You've got to your first semi-final in the World Championship, and here you are potting the balls, and you know you're in the final. And what was, do you remember Terry's great words was? Terry Griffiths to David Vine said, "I'm in the final now, you know." And his father, who has been here throughout, is somewhere in the Crucible Theatre, and he'll be the proudest dad in the world at the moment. But once again, every credit to Stuart Bingham, Ken, for the way he's played.
Yeah, he's played superb. He'd be so disappointed that he didn't find that form that knocked out Ronnie O'Sullivan. But he'll be the first to congratulate and wish Jack Jones the very best, because this young man, well, it's just played one of the matches of his life.
43.
And he's been one of the players throughout this championship that knocked that type of pot in along the cushion. He's been so good at that. Well, he's finishing in style. I hope the white doesn't drop in the middle pocket.
47.
And what a wonderful final we're going to have in store as well, Dennis, against Corin Wilson. It's going to be a
52.
cracker.
Unlucky Stuart, but well
58.
done. He's going to pop the black as well. Well, what a performance from this very likeable player from Cumbraon in South Wales. An unbelievable one against Stuart Bingham, and the crowd are standing up and acknowledging. Hard luck, Stuart Bingham, but well played. Jack Jones, you've won the semi-final pretty comfortable in the end by 17 frames to 12.
The Welshman Jack Jones is